Hey everyone, my name is Anthony Gingrossi, and with me I have Jason from JC Licht and Brian from Rust-Oleum. I am the co-founder and owner of Dynamic Colors Inc. Painting and Restoration, based in Evanston, founded in 2001. We service Chicago, the North Shore, and the northern suburbs. We're an EPA LeadSafe certified, award-winning property management and residential painting company. We have 20 employees within the company, and we do a lot of interior and exterior residential and property management repaints. So I'm going to have Jason and Brian briefly introduce themselves, and we're going to get into talking this topic or this session about exterior paints, primers, and stains for decks, porches, fences, and staircases. So Jason, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Thanks for having me be part of this again.
Yep.
Jason with JC Licht Company. I've been working with JC Licht now for about 16 years. And today we're going to talk about some exterior surfaces. So,
Yep.
I'm Brian Holtz. I've been with Rust-Oleum for 5 years, been in coatings for 18 years. So, yeah, excited to talk about it today.
Let's rock and roll. Okay, so what we're going to talk about here is the painting, staining, or priming of new decks, fences, porch, staircases, or old that have previously painted surfaces or coatings on the surface, whether or not it's old stain or old paint or old primer. So why don't we talk about, we'll talk about old first. So I come across a lot in the Chicagoland area. We come across a lot of old porches and decks that have been previously painted or stained. And anything that is typically previously painted, there's a lot more preparation than if it is stained. So we usually have a lot of failed paint, and underneath that failed paint will be failed primer. So there's a lot of scraping. So our process is we'll scrape it all down first, then we'll power wash it, then we'll either grind it down or power sand it, then we'll clean it again, and then we'll go ahead and lay down the primer and the paint coatings on top of that. That's the process that we go through on the exterior of previously painted surfaces of either way, again, if it's porches, decks, fences, or staircases. So to get into a little bit here, we're going to talk about some of the products now. We've got a bunch in front of us that we're going to go over. Let's talk about, Brian has a product here from Rust-Oleum that we can use on previously painted deck or porches, importantly, or even fences, surfaces, a great primer that we can use to go over previously painted surfaces.
Yeah, so this is our deck start. The nice thing, like Anthony said, was for exterior previously painted or previously coated surfaces. So typically, like you said, you have to scrape, clean, sand, remove, clean again, wait for it to dry, and then come back through and either stain or top coat.
Yep.
With this product, it kind of eliminates some of those steps. So no longer do we have to remove. If it's in sound condition, it has good adhesion, then just make sure it's clean,
Okay.
and then come back on top of it. Okay. This is an adhesion promoting primer. It's a bonding primer. Just allows it to kind of seep into the wood that's open,
Right.
But also seal in any sealer or stain that's on there now. Beauty of this too is that it dries relatively quick. It can go on damp wood, so we can actually do decks in a day now. So you could come and clean it. 30 to 45 minutes later, once that pooling water is gone, the wood can still be damp. You can prime it. 4 hours later, you can come back through and stain it with any latex. With this, it does dry like to a milky white.
Okay.
So you're not going to be putting a semi-transparent stain on it.
Right.
You want to have some opacity to it so it hides it. So now you're going either to like a semi-solid or a solid color stain to go on top of it, or paint if you want to as well. But that weekend project can become a day project.
Okay, which is great. Is this product specifically made for only wood surfaces, or
Typically horizontal and vertical wood surfaces, yes.
Okay. So you put it down, you can walk on it.
Yep.
Safe to walk on it. You put the coating over the top of it.
Or if you want to do a fence as well, you can do fences too.
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
And that's I think that's important. The key, which you talked about, is to make this is a product that is walkable.
Yep.
That's it, because that's going to be your bonding agent between the wood and it's the middle.
Yep.
That's your turkey and your sandwich right there, right?
That's
right in the middle there.
Yep.
Yep.
The meat
you've got the
meat
wood,
of the
you've got the primer, and then you've got your stain or your paint on top of it, which is great. Okay.